Hello ISSA, my name is Greg Rager, strength conditioning coach for the Dairy Area High School track and field team. Today we'll be putting through, this is Keith, he's a top shot put and discus thrower. We'll be putting him through a workout that will be designed to be used during a peaking cycle, reinforcing higher intensity, lower volume training in order to save more than enough energy for throwing, which is the priority at this time of the season. Obviously, due to the current COVID-19 pandemic, we will not be able to utilize a gym or high school that we would normally train at for this video, but we have our little outdoor training area here that we've been training at, and as you know, you still have to do what you have to do. First, we'll begin with the warm-up. Now that we're good and warmed up, we're ready to start with our strength training workout. As I stated earlier, Keith is a shot put and discus thrower. Main objectives when you're that type of athlete are going to be strength, speed, and explosiveness. We're going to try to utilize those attributes in today's workout. Obviously starting with our fastest movement, the hang clean, which I will now demonstrate. The main thing we want to focus on when doing any sort of clean is hinging from the hip, not the back. Okay, sitting back and loading the hamstrings and the glutes and keeping a neutral spine. Okay, a lot of younger athletes, they don't know how to use their hamstrings, so they round their lower back and try to use their back. That is incorrect. I'm taking an even stance and an even grip. A deadlift up, and then from here, a hinge. Okay, hinging back, loading my hamstrings and glutes. Hinge, pull. That's very lightweight, but today Keith will be doing 3 warm-up sets and then 3 sets of 1 repetition at 90%. As I stated earlier, this is a high intensity, low volume day. Okay. Now that Keith has completed 3 warm-up sets, working up in weight to this working weight of 190, he's going to do 3 sets of 1 repetition. This is at 90% of his max. Now that Keith has completed his hang cleans, we're going to move on to the front squat. I chose the front squat because we have less weight here than we would have in a facility, and we just don't have the capabilities to do a back squat here. Also, the way our setup is, we're going to end up touching this bottom of this bench with our butt a little bit. We're not going to sit back on it like a box squat, but it's just inevitable the way that we have to do this right now. We haven't come up with a better way. When we front squat, we're going to place the bar on our front delts. Okay, try to get our elbows as high as we can. With bigger athletes like throwers or linemen, this can be a challenge, but we're going to do the best that we can to keep our elbow high, our torso erect, and sitting down, and then driving up using our quads and our glutes. Okay, try not to sit back too much because then the bar's going to tip forward as you would sit back in a back squat. Alright, again on the front squat, we're going to do 3 warm-up sets, working up in weight to prime our nervous system, and 3 working sets. Keith's going to work his way up to 85% for 3 sets of 3. This is his first warm-up. Now that Keith has worked up in weight to his working weight here, which is 220, 85% of his 1 rep max, he's going to do his first working set of 3 reps, and then we're going to continue with 2 sets of 3. A total of 3 sets of 3 at 85%. Now that Keith has completed his hang cleans and his front squats, we're going to move on to the overhead press. The overhead press, we're going to grab the bar with a similar grip as we did on the front squat. On the front delts, keep our weight square on both legs, our torso erect, and then move our head out of the way as the bar is going up. And once the bar is all the way up, we'll push our head back through. That completes the lift here. We don't finish here. Like a standing incline press, we finish here. Now that Keith has completed his 3 warm-up sets, he's going to complete 3 sets of 3 repetitions at 80% of his 1 rep max, which is about 155 pounds. The reason that we were going 80% instead of 85 is because we've already completed hang cleans and front squats, and when you're doing a higher intensity, lower volume workout, the fatigue starts to set in your nervous system. You're not so much out of breath or pumped up, it's just your body starts to wear down. So here's Keith's first set of 3. Alright, we're going to finish off the strength portion of the workout today with some banded rows. Normally, we would do pull-ups, 2 or 3 sets of pull-ups, but since we don't have those capabilities where we're training right now, these banded rows are going to have to do, and they're a fine exercise. He's going to set an athletic base, balanced, grip about shoulder width apart, and then pull under control, keeping his elbows low, using his lats, not his biceps. In, out, in. He's going to complete 2 sets of 15 repetitions. We're going to finish off today's workout before the cool down. We're going to do some planks, also known as core stiffening exercises. Okay, having a strong core is absolutely important as any type of athlete, and also important in continuing to grow our lifts, especially the front squat and the overhead press, and also keeping the lower back healthy. Okay, Keith's going to complete 3 sets of 30 seconds with 30 seconds rest. Okay, ready? Go. Damn. 20. Rest. Alright. Go. Damn. 20. Rest. Alright. Damn. 20. Rest. Alright, now that Keith has completed all of his strength exercises, we're going to finish off with just a cool down of some light stretching. I don't think any sort of cardiovascular cooldown is going to be necessary for an athlete like this, as we didn't really get the heart rate up very high during the workout anyways, and we did plenty in the warm-up. So we're just going to do a couple stretches here to stay loose and keep those muscles long. Stretch your hands. Just touch your toes. That's good. That completes our strength workout. Again, that was a high intensity, low volume workout for a shot put and distance thrower. That'll be done during the peaking cycle of the training year near the end of the season. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video. Again, this is Greg Greger, strength and conditioning coach for the Dairy Area Track and Field team. Thank you.